Hello, this is Harry, and welcome again to a senior's perspective with a twist. I have a subject today to talk about concerning us senior citizens, that might tickle you a little bit. And I want to talk about senior citizens and your feet. Your feet. You know those dogs that you walk on, those pads, lower extremities, pesses, those objects that have been with us since birth. And in our younger years, our feet, your feet, were treated certain ways. Now, depending on how you treated your feet then, has had an effect on the condition they're in now. And even now, it is important for seniors to take good care of your and mine, our feet. I remember when I was a young boy and I'd go out and play, and I was rambunctious. I mean, I loved to play outside. But when I came in, I had gym shoes on, and I took them shoes off, and I sat in the room where, the rest of the family was. My mama, she said, "Boy, you better go in there and wash your feet," because my feet had a smell. They were real moist. I don't know if that's just little boys, but for me, this little boy, when I was a little boy, my feet had a smell to them, and they were moist, and the socks were kind of damp, and the shoes had gotten wet on the inside from perspiration that came from my body through my feet. And when I took them shoes off, especially if I sat for a while, and then I took them off, I wanted to relax my feet like other people do, and, take my socks off. I took my shoes off, then I take my socks off. And I was comfortable. It didn't bother me. But my mom wasn't the only one that smelled my feet. "Boy, go in there and wash your feet." So what I'm saying is, I'm being lighthearted about, back then. And it was important that I did wash my feet. And young people, and I'm going to get back to us as seniors, but if there's any young people listening to me talk about caring for your feet, that's important. Because your feet are like an automobile's wheels. They get us around. Now, the difference between the feet on a car and on a human is you only get one set. I'm talking about your natural feet. Now, you can change after so many years or miles that you put on the car, and the tires, the tread starts wearing thin. Then you need a new set of tires. But with feet, you get one set of feet. And depending on how we're taking care of them will determine how they get us around. And even if they get us around, some people are in pain. Now, I know that foot problems can come and you didn't do anything wrong, as far as your feet are concerned. But for many adults, many seniors, some of the problems that you presently have refer back to when you were youth. But back to youth. Youth need to take care of their feet. You need to have the right kind of shoes on. You shouldn't be overly concerned about style and some of these shoes that are pointed and they cramp your toes. Some of you ladies have worn heels that, long, and you stand in them and you're not comfortable when you walk. All that has a bearing, later on in life. in years later. Um, I remember I had a bunion, no fault of my own. I just developed a bunion. My mama had bunions, and she had bunion surgery, so maybe it ran in the family. But I had one on, I can't even remember which foot it is. It was on somewhere in between 18 and 20, 22. I had to have surgery. I had a bunionectomy where they had to take that, go in, pull that big toe, it was a big toe, and pull that bone back and open it up and get that calcium deposit, get that out of there, whatever it was. They got it out of there. And it took about a year for it to heal. Some of you have had surgery on your feet as well. And I learned from that. I learned to take better care of my feet. Sometimes it takes situations for us to learn from in order to do the right thing concerning our bodies, and our feet are so important. Some of the problems that young people have, as I was saying, is concerning wearing the right shoes, being careful not to injure your foot by walking around. Nothing wrong with walking barefoot, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything against walking barefoot, but I'm saying you need to be wise where to walk if you're going to walk barefoot, and you need to be careful to protect your feet from things that might be in the ground or on the floor or whatever, to protect your feet. And you need to moisturize your feet because skin on the feet can get dry. And I remember on my heels when I was younger, I don't have it now, not so much. I had thick skin on the back of my heels, and I would take one of them, I'm terrible for remembering what things are called, like a file or something, and I had to try to, make that some of that skin, take it off. I even would peel some of that because it was so thick. It was in layers. But what I'm saying, I'm not concentrating on myself, but I'm just using what I went through in taking care of my feet to explain the importance of problems that can develop, no matter whether it's your fault or not. Maybe it's genetic, I don't know. But we still need to take care of our feet. So moisture is a thing with feet. Get your nails cut. Seniors, get your nails cut. If you can't bend down and do it, go to a podiatrist and have them do it. Cut your toenails. Maybe even a foot massage might be in order. I kind of going back and forth between youth and seniors, but if you've taken good care of your feet when you were younger, chances are your feet, your feet are thanking you at your age now, as a senior, 50 and up. And for us true blue seniors from 65 on up, take care of your feet even now. Moisturizing, wearing fitting shoes or fitted shoes that are not too big, and certainly shoes that are not, you have to use a shoehorn to get your foot on the inside of them, because you're wearing a size too small in order to look good. Believe me, your feet will thank you when you wear the proper size shoes. Corns. I used to have corns as well. I was having problems when I'm thinking that it had something to do with the shoes rubbing against my feet, my gym shoes, because I was very active. I'm an ex-athlete. I have that in my blood, so to speak. That's why I walk a lot. Used to run when I was able to, but I can't do that. I mean, I can jog a little bit, but I don't make a habit of that because I got joints and stuff to look after. Time has worn, some of that cartilage down, and if you don't want to wear down quicker, you have to make decisions for yourself. things to do and things not to do. But brittle nails, as well as nails that are too long, need to be taken care of. We need to take care of our feet. And if we take care of our feet, they will take care of us, of you. So, get your feet, senior, get your feet checked regularly. That's a suggestion. I'm not telling you what you do. I ain't your mama, I ain't your daddy. But take care of your feet. That's all I'm saying. Take care of your feet. You take care of your feet, and there'll be less pain. There'll be less problems. We can stand on them longer. Because sometimes the feet tell us, please sit down because I'm tired or I'm in pain. And listen to your feet. Listen to your body. Listen to your feet. They will talk to you and tell you and me what we need to do concerning them. So there are problems that we as seniors sometimes have. Ingrown nails, nails that I already said are too long. They need to be clipped. If you can't get down there, if you can't see or you're unable, then please go to a health professional, and I've already called it a podiatrist, and have them, manage your feet. Give the foot what it needs, the care that it needs. And don't forget to lotion your feet. Don't forget to keep the skin on your feet moist. I'm not saying overdo it, but just take care of your feet. Like I said, ingrown toenails can cause pain. They can cause infections. And you don't want to have a problem start happening with your feet, because that can be a serious situation. One thing can lead to another. Not only ingrown toenail can cause pain and infection, but it can also cause difficulty walking. I like being able to move around. I go to some of the stores and I see individuals, they get in those little buggies that you can ride around in the store. Walmart's a good place where that kind of thing goes on. And I feel for those individuals. Now, sometimes I've seen people with some kind of brace on from their knee all the way down. But some people are in those carts because they cannot walk, or they cannot walk far. So they get in those carts to get around in the stores. Other times, people have problems with fallen arches. I used to have real curved arches, again, because I was an athlete when I was younger. But as I've gotten older, those arches have stretched and they're practically flat. I have a little arch, but I'm just saying, they're not what they once were, and they've fallen. And help protect your feet by wearing comfortable and good orthodontic shoes that will help care for your feet. Feet are important. They're no joke. Take care of your feet, senior citizen. As I said, moisturize them, toenails trimmed. Sometimes we might have to elevate our legs, to help, because some people have swelling in their legs and their feet, and we sometimes need to elevate our legs and our feet. I've done that before when I had a problem, and it helped. And I had swelling in my legs and my feet. I don't have that because I, found the problem, saw the problem, got some information that was helpful, and even the doctor had told me, elevate your legs, because when you elevate your legs, it removes the fluid, and it can travel where it's supposed to be, rather than just pool down in your legs and affect your feet. So visit that podiatrist, senior citizen, and get those nails taken care of. If you got something going on, maybe it's internal, and maybe there's medication that can take care of that. But see that professional so that you can continue to walk, so you don't have pain walking. And the other thing is, sometimes if you don't take care of your feet, you can fall. And being a senior citizen, this is no time to start falling, breaking bones, breaking hips, ending up in an emergency because I or you did not take care of your feet, or make sure you have a clear pathway in your home so that when you're walking that you don't stumble and fall. I made it a point to, when I'm in my house, this is just, I'm speaking for me, to protect my feet, because I'm always bumping into something. And when I do bump into something and I look down, I'm thinking, oh Lord, thank you, I have my shoes on. Because I could imagine how my toe, and I bumped my big toe a few times. Oh my goodness. And the pinky toe, oh, don't bump the pinky toe. The little baby toe, no, don't bump that. He's a big baby. He'll scream out a lot more than the big toe screams out if you bump it. So what I'm saying in a lighthearted way about some of the things I'm saying, but yet very serious, we as seniors need to take care of our feet. Those dogs are like, those Arctic dogs that carry that sleigh, and they got that guy in the back who's cracking the whips, and let's go. He depends on them dogs, and we depend on, you depend on, I depend on our dogs, our feet. They're important. So I think I'm you may be laughing as well as I'm laughing. You have comments you'd like to say about how you're dealing with a foot problem, or you haven't had a foot problem, and maybe the care you've been giving your feet all these years. And remember, the types of shoes that we put on our feet do make a difference. I have a bunch of shoes that I bought for different suits years ago. And a lot of them shoes, I've only worn them a handful of times. They're still in the boxes. They were very fashionable, but there wasn't nothing on the inside of them to really keep my foot. So I've got like 2 or 3 pairs that I regularly wear, and they, on the inside of the shoe, have insoles that are comfortable, and I can wear those babies for hours, especially with my suits. So you want comfortable shoes, and I've noticed this about older senior citizens compared to young folk, and that is, the young folk wear them heels this high. I don't see too many seniors, especially, I'm talking about ladies now, in them heels that are this tall. You know what? We get a lot more, please don't get offended, we get a lot more sense, but we should anyway, the older we get. Some of that stuff that we was pulling off when we was younger, we don't think about that no more. Because through our youth comes experiences, failures, successes, and that includes with the human body, with the body. Clothes we wear, and definitely our footwear. Our footwear that many of us wore, and I know some of you may be saying, I never wore those in the first place. Okay, fine. But maybe I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the ones that wore the ones that the heel was this high. But they're not wearing them. Seniors are not wearing those shoes now. Some of us because maybe gained weight. Maybe some of us because they no longer feel safe on a hill that high, and they don't have the balance that they used to have. Things change when you get older. We can't do everything that we used to do, and some stuff just don't make sense to do it now when it really wasn't making sense doing it then. So Foot care. Foot care is so important, senior. And if we take care of our feet, if we listen to our feet will take care of us. We need to wear shoes where the weight is distributed evenly. And when you get those heels that are like that, they're real small, but at the bottom, real small. The weight is not evenly distributed, and we're not as young and don't have the balance that we used to have. Now, some may still wear those kind of shoes, but you wear them at your peril. Some may wear them still that big, but the heel is wider. So whatever floats your boat. Okay, if you feel comfortable wearing that and you can get away with it, okay, no problem. But just be careful. But the main thing is, we're not so much talking about the shoe as we are talking about taking care of the foot. Get those nails trimmed. Keep those feet lotioned and moisturized. Take care of yourself. See the podiatrist when something's going on, or even the foot doctor. I mean, your family doctor, or foot specialist. And I know podiatrist is a specialist, but there may be another doctor that deals with the feet as well. So with that being said, I might throw in, I forgot this, those inserts in your shoes, those insoles, Dr. Scholl's, I think they call them, is one brand. Sometimes we need to, because we have a pair of shoes, we like them, but the inside, the instant memory foam, something like that, after you wear them a while, that stuff becomes almost just flat, and you may need to put another set of insoles inside your shoes, if the insole comes out, because some insoles don't come out, but they do have shoes that they sell that they have these insoles that they pull out, and you can put another one in there. Keep your feet comfortable, keep them dry, keep your toenails trimmed, and if we take care of our feet, they will take care of us. So I hope I've said something to be helpful to you. Again, see your doctor if you have issues with your feet. Okay? If you have not subscribed, I ask that you would subscribe to my channel. I also ask that if you have comments that you'd like to make about what we've talked about, if you want to make a comment, feel free. I'm open to them. And I do read your comments. And I say thank you and have a good day.